Alrighty, guys, I'll take it. Not a bad way to start off the week here for SoFi. It's about 1:30 p.m. Yeah, about 1:30 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have SoFi stock up over 4%. Actually, it's up almost 4.5% right now, and the indexes, believe it or not, are not doing much of anything. We have the S&P down about 0.25%, Dow's down 0.1, but we do have some green. The Russell is up 0.2%, Nasdaq's up 0.1, but pretty much, guys, there's not much going on across the board right now. But again, SoFi is up over 4%, almost 4.5%, and we do have some other stocks that are making big moves here, like Coinbase, like ARM Holdings. Rivian is bouncing back, so we might break those down as well later in the video. So make sure you guys stick on throughout, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe. The goal is to hit 50,000 subs this year. Can we get it? We might be able to with your help, of course. I can't do it without your help. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, as always. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So check it out. Again, it's about 1:30 p.m. right now, and we do have SoFi up over 4%. And the thing is, guys, it was up even more earlier in the day. Check this out. Earlier in the day, we hit $8 and almost 70 cents. That was at about 12:45 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have pulled back a bit there, since that point. So we are seeing a bit of an intraday pullback here. We are down currently just a hair over 2%, from these highs here, guys, which is not that bad. Obviously, it's just a pullback on the intraday. And one thing worth mentioning is to start off the week here, which is really good for the bulls, we're completely taking out the highs from Friday, right? Friday we hit about $8.35, 40 cents, roughly in that ballpark. And today we ran up to that point at about 10 a.m. ish on the East Coast, 9:45, right? And then we just blew right through it. And again, we hit almost $8.70 earlier in the day, which if I pull this 5-day up, that was actually a high on this time frame as well. So we didn't just take out the highs from Friday, but also from Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday, guys. Or this was Friday. Either way, because we had a day off, right? President's Day. But either way, we're breaking out on this 5-day, 5-minute. We're above these moving averages now. We have a golden cross on this time frame, which is awesome. And if I pull up this 10-day chart, you guys can see, we hit a new high on this time frame as well. And we're above the moving averages, pretty much on the cusp of getting a golden cross as well. So SoFi looks great on the 5-day, 10-day, and just to think, we were looking not so great, based on Friday's trading. It's crazy how things turn, guys, how quick things can turn in the stock market. And now the bulls are definitely gaining an edge. That we're breaking out again. Again, we're above these moving averages, which is awesome. And here on the 20-day chart, do you guys see what we're looking like right now? This is an ascending triangle that is playing out. Do you guys now see this? This is clear that this is starting to play out. And who knows, man, SoFi could now be getting ready to make a move back to the 9s, maybe mid-9s, which we all know at this point, that's where it should be. I mean, that's where it went after we got earnings a couple weeks ago. And a lot of us, myself included, right, thought that the gains were going to hold, but they didn't. And I think the stock is a bit manipulated. We're not going to get into that in this video. There's a lot of people that are shorting this stock. I forget what the short interest is these days. Last I checked, was it like 10 to 13%? Something in that ballpark. I forget exactly. But it looks like we're starting to dig ourselves out of the hole post earnings, which again, I don't even think this stock deserved to be in a hole post earnings. But yeah, we'll see, man. It's starting to break out here, out of the wedge, the ascending triangle, which is really good. And we could have some more upside from that point. And speaking of wedge, let me pull the 4-hour chart here. We actually are breaking out of the wedge as well. We're starting to, at least, which is really good overall here for the bulls. You guys can see that. Boom. And then we had this drawn out yesterday. You guys can see how now SoFi is again breaking out of the wedge. We have a golden cross. This looks pretty good on the 4-hour chart. Now let's see if the bulls are really about it. Is this legit, or is it going to be another fake out? Time will tell. As of now, it looks like we're breaking out, but you never really know. As we're not, I guess you can't say we're fully breaking out, but we are starting to really look good. Let's just say that. When we fully start breaking out, though, I think we'll be pushing 950. We're starting to get there, but we're going to have to break out of this $8.70 to $9 level. That spot needs to break. But overall, guys, we're looking good. The bulls are trending in the right direction, so that's good news right now. And full disclosure, I am long SoFi. It's not a massive position for me. I don't want that to be, a misconception here. It's actually a smaller position, but I have been buying it for a couple of months now. You guys probably know I started buying it back in, I believe it was November. As it did get beaten down towards the lower sixes, I was like, all right, let me start buying a bit here. Then it ran up. I didn't sell any. It sold off again. Boom, I bought more. And, I'm just holding on now. I'm holding on. And overall, guys, this is a long-term position for me. So we'll see how it plays out. So make sure you all subscribe if you do want more updates here on SoFi, the charts, kind of what I'm doing with my position. Again, make sure to subscribe. And let's talk about now the indexes very quickly, which S&P is a bit red, 0.3% in the red right now. But still, guys, come on. Is there really anything worth talking about here? We just got way overbought last week after we got NVIDIA's earnings. We hit an all-time high. Now we're starting to cool off a bit, starting to sell off a bit. It's not that serious. SPY, it's really not a big deal. And on Triple Q as well, we're pretty much at all-time highs. We're seeing, sure, a little bit of green today for Triple Q, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went red, maybe slipped a little bit. We're noticing that on the Dow Jones today. It is slipping a bit, down 0.25%. Russell might not see a bit of, some red today. I don't know. Time will tell. But either way, guys, we've been running like crazy in these markets. The point is, don't be surprised, especially on the S&P and the NASDAQ, guys, especially on those two. Don't be surprised if they cool off a little bit. I'm not saying they're going to collapse or crash. All I'm saying is if they cool off for a couple of days, maybe go down 1, 2, dare I say 3%. I know it's crazy, 3%. Even if they stay flat but just cool off, it's not the end of the world. You guys have to realize that. So what do you think about that, guys? SoFi, the markets, let me know down below in the comments. And quickly on some other names here for those of you all that stuck till the end. We have Coinbase completely ripping today, guys, up 13%. It looks like here Coinbase is moving. Looks like its highest close since April 2022. Maybe I'll make a deeper video on what's going on with this one, but it looks like we're testing that 188 to 195 level yet again, which you guys can see. What is this? It's a cup and handle, clear as day. Pretty much the most textbook cup and handle I've seen in a long time. I don't even know how long. But let's see how that plays out here on Coinbase. ARM Holdings is also making a pretty big move here. We have an inverse head and shoulders on ARM Holdings. We're above the moving averages, obviously. This is up over 10%, so maybe this makes a move back towards the highs from post earnings, being about 160, 165. Obviously, there's a lot of eyeballs on this company, so keep your eyes on that. It looks like Rivian is also moving as well after the company reported earnings and their stock got squashed. And I'm still in the camp that, okay, yeah, Rivian is struggling, no doubt. The production numbers, the guidance, not good at all. We covered that last week. But I still think in the short term, I'm in the camp still that they're going to see some sort of relief rally. It might take some time. Obviously, it might not even happen. But I think there could be some sort of, relief rally here as the dust settles. Maybe we consolidate a bit first. Maybe then we get it. Maybe we don't get it. I don't know. But I just feel like Rivian's a bit too beaten down almost at this point, as the stock was just in the mid-20s at the end of last year, and now we're almost in the single digits. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think about Rivian, the bounce back? If it's coming, let me know in the comments. And that's it. Before you click off, though, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. Open up your account using that link down below and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And the thing is, each of those could be valued up to $2,000. So, guys, what are you waiting for? Use that Moomoo link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next one.